Yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Again, it's Charles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down throw for Kaiser. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Bryant to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Charles. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
the interception. Kaiser escaping the pressure right. And there's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Mike Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Flushed out right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Kaiser now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. It got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
3rd and short yardage. Kaiser. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Final play of the half. Kaiser. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away to his left. Unable to to corral him. He fights through. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Well, a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They run. Charles. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Walford in motion, the tight end. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. From the gun, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darius Butler. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right. Maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete, and he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
To throw, Kaiser. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Kaiser now escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a 20th carry here for Jamal Charles. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Rodgers to throw on second down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jason Witten, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
26! Reset.
On the run, it's Charles. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Following the interception, Kaiser flushed out right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
319.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Escapes the sack. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
Kaiser on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Kaiser. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, Kaiser again. He's airing it out for Williams. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Rodgers looking to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Charles. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Third and long for Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. A final score now from Denver. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that football game. A win would be their first of the young season. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Rodgers throwing here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randall Cobb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
ascending. Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, nah, this is who I am.
I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
Boom, boom, can you feel the flame? Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to